when Derrick Henry scored that 99-yarder that your dad had called Tony Dorsett's, just like you had just called Derrick Henry? Were you aware of that right away?
No. In fact, I mean, yeah, I knew he had called it, but when I'm doing the game, I'm kind of in my little bubble there. And at some point, about 10 minutes after it happened, in real time, not game time, our producer, Richie Zients, got in my ear and said, do you know of the many things that you have in common with your dad? You just added another one. And even that clue didn't make any synapses fire and have me come up with the answer that we'd both called a 99-yard run. And he told me, and it was cool. It was neat to share that. And then I think I tweeted something. I know I tweeted something that a buddy of mine's producer mashed up between the two calls. And to have that connection, to have there only being two in the history of the league, and for him to call it on a Monday night in 1983 and me to call it on a Thursday night last week, it was really cool. That kind of hit me. Listening to it made me choke up a little bit.
I was about to ask you that. I mean, because I choked up. I couldn't. I'm like, wow, that is stuff you can't make up, Joe. That's amazing. It really, really is.
Yeah, but I cry at The Voice and like America's Got Talent and all that other stuff.
Come on now.
So I when I heard him, and it was funny because at one point Dorsett was going down the right sideline and Henry was going down the left sideline, and so he kind of you lose perspective when he's away on the other far sideline, and I thought he had stepped out of bounds or might have. And at one point, my dad says, Tony Dorsett, he might go or whatever he says. He's at the 30, 25. He steps out of bounds. No, he didn't step out of bounds, and then he scores the touchdown. And I was so close to saying that same thing. But I just stopped. I hesitated just enough to see that the referee or the official was down there letting it go. And so I just shut up and let him get into the end zone before I said anything.
It's just a great call, Joe. It's just a great moment and a great pull by the whole production. It's been a great season. It really, really, really has.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.